Hello, Odd Job Doer here, and tonight, guess what? It's dinner time, you see. Time to get some eat on, and what we got under here is a little bit of leftover from Sunday. So let's see what we got here. Oh, would you look at that? We got a couple chicken here, breast. We got some mushrooms, and we got some nice sauce. That hardly coats a spoon right there. So what I'm gonna do here is kind of doctor this up. I'm gonna take these chicken breasts out ever so carefully and set them aside, right, like so. And the story behind this is that this here cooked in a crock pot, and a new recipe, and the sauce did not really thicken per se after 8 hours of crock pot cooking, right? And so what we're going to do here is use up a little bit of the cream cheese. So you guys remember, I have cream cheese, and had a lot of it. So I'm going to add this soupy sauce to a pan here. It looks a whole lot like that. And this pan here has 4 ounces about of cream cheese in it. I'm going to turn on low right now and just try to pour this sauce in. Now this sauce is already cream based. I believe it has cream of mushroom in it. It has sour cream. It has maybe some cheeses, can't remember. But the point here is different ways to thicken up your sauces. One way is flat out reduction. You just turn on the heat and boil it all down and see what you get. And that works for some things. Like I know some people use cook with wine. I've seen that where you do red wine and you just let it reduce down about half, and you have almost like a wine sauce. Takes a while and heat. Another thing you do is potato starch, flour and butter, like a roux. You can do a potato starch and a water mixture and mix into most things. I think it's a neutral flavor type of item. This one right here, like I said, this ain't but this is cream cheese right here. And so I don't know my measurements per se. I don't know how much broth we have here, but this here is going to help thicken up our broth. Actually, you could do a recipe with just let's see, broth, like beef broth, vegetable broth, chicken broth, and cream cheese in there. Like I think it's like maybe 2 cups of broth versus 3/4 or a cup of cream cheese. But right now I got this on medium. I'm going to turn up to medium high, and I'll just start it, get going, and we'll get back to it once it starts, get a little bubbling going. Okay, you see some steam coming off there. I got my little stir here. Do some stirring with it, just to make sure nothing getting stuck to the bottom here. You don't want to scorch it, per se. And this right here is the perfect time if you want to doctor up or add a little bit of anything to it. And I'm not too sure. I think I will add a little bit. Got a little something here. A few cracks of the white peppercorn, eh? I'm going to throw some of that in there. And that will be it. So I'll just keep stirring here and let it cook on down. Well, not cook down that. Not letting it cook down. I'm letting this cream cheese melt and get nice in there and incorporate the flavors, incorporate the creaminess. And another thing that you'll notice here is that I do have, like, instead of like a pot, this is a kind of a wide pan for what you have. If you really want to get something thickened per se, you in a hurry, you do a wide vessel so the steam can rise off better. You can see a lot of steam coming off there. So that there's going to help it thicken a lot quicker than if it was just sitting by itself, because you're keeping the solids in here, but some of the moisture is going away. You guys got that? Alright, so I'll just keep stirring this and let it kind of boil away here. If you like, you can switch to a little whisk. right? Put a little whisk action in here, help break everything up. I know there's still some chunks here of mushrooms in here. Uh-oh. It's got the mushrooms in there, and this whisk is going to help give a little aeration to it and you know, break up that cream cheese a little bit more. Alright, whisk away here. It's still doing pretty good. I'm going to turn the heat down a little bit more. This is kind of a raging. You don't want to leave it alone, keep stirring it. But it's going to be time to put the chicken back in. So I'm going to turn it down to medium. And I will get rid of my whisk here, because you don't need that with the solids. And bring back the chicken. And now the chicken you can either just you know, put in there and set it there, turn the heat down lower and let it simmer with the lid on top, reheat that chicken, or what I'm going to do is I'm going to shred it. That way, I mean, there's two pieces, you can shred it, you can feed a lot more people if you want. Let's see here. Chicken breast number 1. Chicken breast number 2. Some extra stuff. Alright, wash the fingers off. And we got a fork out. Let's see here. Meanwhile, yes, I'm not stirring that, so it's probably burned to the bottom. Kick these guys off here again, they're mushrooms. Alright. So, I'm just gonna start shredding it away. No splashing. I'm gonna go for, you know, not super shred, but you know, big chunks is fine. This here's gonna get it to reheat quicker. And you know what? Everybody gets coated with this method. Chunky and shredded. Like me. Shredded. Right there. So that'll wash off. Set that fork aside, it might be used later. Kind of smash some of these chunkier pieces of chicken. Move them around. You can see that it's all thickened up pretty good here. This would go great over pasta. It would go great over you know, rice. It would go over mashed potatoes. And you know what? You don't have to have a starch with this, even if you don't want to. One of my favorite things with like a fettuccine alfredo, or whatever, which is not what this is per se. But, you know, a thickened sausage, you can just have it over vegetables of some sort. You know, if you want to like try to carb down the carbs. Alright, so that there is done. Bon appetit. If you have any questions or comments, let me know down below. Don't ask me what the rest of this recipe was, though. I'm just doctoring it up and making it nice and thick with the cream cheese added to it, which you can add to, you know, many things. And yeah, I still got, what, I got, a pound? 16 ounces? I don't know. I think I got 16 ounces left of cream cheese, so I'm gonna still try to find some other kind of recipes to make something with it. And if you like this, give it a thumbs up. If you don't, give it a thumbs up anyways. Nah, just kidding. And thanks for watching. Odd Job Doer, time to eat.